Hannah. Good seeing you.
Yeah,
Please
thanks
sit
for
down.
having me here.
My pleasure.
I know you told me you'd print this out, so thanks for doing that.
I prepared it for you here.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you, when you worked with other companies,
Yeah.
what kind of sales, kind of planning and sales territory design did these companies do?
It's a good question. I would say we just, we had our salespeople, we had, the entire USA, we just send them like, all over randomly, target some markets.
So there's no real structured approach to it?
Targeting markets,
Yeah.
that's a game. Do you have anything better?
Well, I was going to say, I think we've spent a lot of time on my team there trying to figure out a good sales territory design process, and I think it's going to be really helpful to both of us. I think it'll kind of optimize the salesperson's time, it'll reduce our expenses, because there will be no overlap in territories, we can focus on our customers and really improve our customer service in that sense, and then we'll have more of the market coverage that you talk about when we put some structure to it. So I want to show you this. I have the map of the U.S. here. As you know, we focus on the manufacturing, computing, and financial institution industries. And so what we've done is look at the high-value companies across the U.S. and allocated the sales reps that way. And as you see, we have 2 on the West Coast, largely focused on California. Again, no overlap. 3 on the East Coast. We have one in the kind of the Southeast, but then 2 in the Northeast area because of the high value of the financial institutions. And then we also have 2 kind of in the middle, covering broad areas because there are some manufacturing and computing companies there. So that was kind of our plan, and we have all of the market coverage for U.S.
So looking at your map here, I see zone 6 and 7 are like huge. Everyone is like 1/4 of the U.S. and it's like all desert and not a lot of stuff going on there. Well, how come? What's the idea?
Well, so we figured out in our research that there are some companies in the Midwest that are pretty high value, and so we didn't want to just leave that area out. We didn't want to just have, states that have no coverage, because in each of the kind of Midwest states there's some key customers.
Okay.
So you can see 6 and 7, the sales reps have more coverage, but they have an equal opportunity because we've identified the key customers there, and they're going to be, traveling some more.
Makes sense. Traveling, so they're going to have to fly all over.
Yeah.
Like what's resources you're going to need?
Okay. So you know about the 100,000 that we have to pay for sales reps and the 100
I know.
bonus. But then there's some other ones, right? We're hiring people, so we have to train them. We have to give them computers, PDAs. We have to give them some software for lead generation, some sales management software. Probably going to have to come up with some incentives if they surpass their quota, either monetary or non-monetary. So, but we did some rough numbers, and aside from the 200K compensation package, we're looking at another 50 to 70K per person. So when you add all that up, it's really, relative to a 3.5 million sales goal, it's really not that much, and I think it's doable, especially because it optimizes our coverage of our customers.
Okay, let's say the first year went amazing. What about the second year? What are we looking at?
So as you said, first year we got 7 sales reps covering most of the U.S. You mentioned that there might be some large coverage here. So I would think first we evaluate year 1. How did this go? There's nothing for us in here that says we can't realign our sales territories. So we look at how it's gone, and then think about how we want to go next. So we can either double up on the coverage. We can also think about having an inside and outside sales force. What I found in my previous experience is that sometimes if you have a team of an inside and outside, it works quite well, and they can have different incentives that way. But I'm not that worried about year 2, and even though our subscriptions per rep will be higher, I think they go from 20 to 29. That we want them to make, we're going to be able to leverage our expertise that we learned this year. So I think it's going to work out well.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Well, sounds like you're good with questions.
So what's next?
So I think I'd really love if you look at this finalized proposal and take a look at it. It sounds like you had some good questions, and if any more come up, you can let me know. But I think this will really, help us along, help us improve our sales performance. And it sounds like you might agree. So
I just might agree.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot, Ron.
Thank you.
Great having you.
Please use the back door.
I will.